Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
My dad taught me a lot, including how easy it is to forget to cancel things. So I downloaded Experian, my BFF, big financial friend. Experian could help me cancel my unused subscriptions and lower my bills, saving me hundreds a year. Get started with the Experian app today. Your big financial friends here to help you save smarter. Results will vary. Not all bills or subscriptions eligible. Savings not guaranteed. $631 a year. Average savings with 1+ negotiations and 1+ cancellations. Paid membership with connected payment account required. See Experian.com for details.
Experian.
Broadcasting intimate details and useless information from an undisclosed location in New York City. The Last Show with David Cooper.
We've all seen the videos online. They circulate of dogs pressing buttons to talk to their humans. But are they communicating ideas, or are they just very good at pushing buttons? Let's look at what the science says about how well dogs understand language, or at least button language, here with Dr. Holly Molinaro, an animal welfare consultant at Animal Wellbeing Solutions. Holly, welcome into the program.
Thank you.
I'm always very skeptical when I see like a crow playing tic-tac-toe, a chicken playing tic-tac-toe, a dog pressing buttons like they know, oh, I'm ready for a walk or I'm happy. I think they've just memorized what to do to get a treat. I am skeptical, but people have actually researched this, haven't they?
Yes. It's actually interesting because the researchers, even doing the science on this stuff, it's really looked down upon in the scientific literature. People are like, most scientists are like, absolutely no way. But that means we don't really have a lot of science about it. And then there's some like the button pressing companies want to fund science to.
Big Dog Button has got an agenda. Yes. Oh boy.
Yes, it does. So there's not that much research on it right now. But what we know about dogs in general and like language in animals and all that stuff is that I think you're right to be skeptical. Dogs can learn. They're very smart. They can learn a lot of things. Like we used to train our dog at home to ring bells to go outside when we had to go to the bathroom. So we can train dogs to press a bunch of buttons to tell us, treats, outside, walk. But when it starts to go into, oh, my dog's telling me a complex story with sentence structure, then I'm like, I don't think so.
That's where they've lost you. Animals can learn, press this, get that. I mean, but that doesn't show like a deep understanding of grammar. And it's more like a concept of, button pressed, treat got. Is that kind of like...
Exactly.
But these videos online, they're pretty convincing. Do you think they're fake, or the creator took 1,000 takes? Like, we've got, I don't know if it's good evidence, but we've got some evidence that dogs are maybe smarter than we think. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so I'm interested why scientists look down at this research. That seems very unscientific to me.
Yeah, so I think it's because of those videos online where it's like the dog is saying, I had a dream about wandering through the clouds or something like that. And then scientists are like, that's absolute. There's no way that dogs can tell us about their dreams. So yeah, I think that's why scientists for a long time just didn't even want to touch it. Because if they did, I even know of a scientist who wanted to research it. And like his other scientist friends were like, don't you dare.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yes.
You're not getting invited to the dog science Christmas party is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Is there a difference between like intentional communication and just like, I don't know, just a button press to get a treat or a button press to be let out to go take a poopy or something?
Yeah. So I think we have to think about, a lot of times people think about dogs as little humans, but dogs are not humans at all. So we talk to each other for a lot of different reasons, whereas dogs, when they talk to other dogs, it's mostly about smells. Like they'll leave their pee on the side of the road to leave a note for their fellow passerbyers. So they don't talk to each other like we talk to each other. So when it comes to buttons, they're going to use the buttons to talk to humans, saying things that they would talk to a human about, which is, I want a treat, I need to go to the bathroom, things like that. They don't have any need to tell their fellow human about their innermost thoughts.
I imagine, like, if your dog could talk, they would not be saying much other than like, oh, I like the smell of that. Oh, that dog looks scary. Oh, I'm frustrated right now. Oh, I'm hyperactive. I want to be taken outside. Like,
Yes.
I'd like to think if my cat were able to speak, he would say these profound things, but they would probably just be pretty dumb thoughts, to be honest.
Yeah, to us they would be dumb thoughts because we're like, do you have anything else to say? But they have such a different inner working life than we do. And so maybe if we probably don't even have the buttons to, create to understand what they're trying to say or think.
I've seen videos of parrots. They seem like they can speak English. Are they smarter than dogs, or are they just really good at like saying what we want to hear and making it seem like they're communicating to us?
Yeah, parrots, it's a whole different thing. They're just really good at like copying vocal cord, like copying what we say. And they're also very smart. Parrots are just, again, you always have to think about animals. When it comes to animal behavior, you have to think about them in terms of like what works for their evolution. So with parrots, they developed this great repertoire of copying speech to help them out evolutionarily. Dogs didn't need that, so they just have a different type of smarts.
Now, owners that get their dogs buttons, I never know how to say that properly. Is there a risk they're kind of over-interpreting what the pets are quote-unquote saying?
Yes. So again, if you get like buttons for like go for a walk, bathroom, food, that I think makes sense. It's actually a great way to like communicate with your dog. If like you are having a hard time learning their signs, you can train them for these buttons. I see no harm in that. But when I see those huge boards and there's words like clouds and things like that, I think it's more about the human at that point than the dog.
And what does that say about their humans? They're really looking to treat their pets as if they're other humans when they're just not?
Yes. I also think we want to believe that dogs can just tell us everything if only we could understand them. But again, like we talked about before, I don't really think they have much to say in terms of what we understand. They have things that they want to say in their own world, and they do that with other dogs. So
still, I would like to see more research in this area, but I guess you run the risk of running afoul of the big button industry, which is a multi-trillion-dollar business, or the scientific community looking down on you. I feel like animal behavior researchers should be more open-minded about this stuff, shouldn't they?
yeah, I mean, science is a weird world. I'll tell you that. But there is more research coming out, especially now there's a couple papers out and people are like, okay, well, they did it. So let me try it. And there's even more stuff like anecdotal. People are reaching out to scientists and being like, I actually read the studies. I did this with my dog. Is this something? So we'll see in a couple of years what comes out.
Bottom line, how should people be viewing these buttons if they want to get them for their dog, if they think their dog's a genius and, you can tell them about which Shakespeare sonnet they want to hear with a button? Like, bottom line, what should owners know before purchasing these?
Bottom line, a couple buttons for basic commands. Lovely. I think that's so cool. That's so fun. But I think that's all dogs really need. And so if you really want to give your dog a better life, I would skip the fancy buttons talking about clouds and their dreams and just try to focus on what behaviors your dogs are doing. Like
food, walk, go to bathroom.
Yeah.
Start there. Well, Holly Molinaro is an animal welfare consultant. She works at Animal Wellbeing Solutions. Holly, thanks for talking to me. I hope I didn't press too many of your buttons during this interview.
Yeah. No worries. All good.
The world is changing. From the misuse of AI and the rise of deepfakes to the dangerous spread of misinformation, it's getting harder for Canadians to separate fact from fiction. That's why having a trustworthy news source is vital. At Global News, we're committed to objective journalism that cuts through the noise. Stick to the facts. Global News, Canada's trusted news.